The West Indian manatee is an endangered species with dwindling numbers worldwide. Belize, however, has one of the healthiest populations of this mammal. Conservationists say that there are around 1,000 manatees in Belize's waters. While this species is protected under the Wildlife Protection Act, they are still being killed by speeding boats. So to sensitize users of the waterways, the Clearwater Marine Research Institute held a workshop today with boat captains and tour guides in Belize City.
Provide them factual information that they can actually utilize on their tours, so that these tour guides are giving tourists a wonderful tour, a tour that is informative, a tour that provides them with knowledge that they can actually understand the species as well. We also talked to them about how to boat in manatee areas. What are the best practices to carry out tourism within the manatee area in a sustainable manner, to make it more eco-friendly to our, I know the audience in tourism are now more specific in regards to eco-tours. So we're trying to frame it in that sense for them to utilize that, to do a tour in the best possible way that it doesn't impact manatees and they can benefit from it sustainably. The numbers are going down as we continue to pick them up as carcasses with boat strikes, and I don't know how much more we need to lose for legislations need to be put into place to protect the species.
The West Indian manatee is important in many ways to Belize. This animal adds to the country's biological diversity, contributes to the health of our ecosystem, and forms part of our tourism offering as well as our cultural heritage.
Belize has the last stronghold of this population. There's nowhere, no country that leads us in this, and we should protect this because we're known for it. Like we are known for the second largest barrier reef. We're known for the country with the largest population of the manatees, and it is important for us because tourists that want to view this species of manatee, Belize is the first option. It's one of the only places you can actually go and see this species in its wild habitat, seeing its wild behavior and understanding its wild tendency. So it's very critical in terms of biodiversity, as always, because manatee is an important part of the ecosystem. They provide they provide nutrients for small fishes and crustaceans that we in turn feed on, and that keeps our ecosystem balanced, keeps our ecosystem flowing. And if we take manatees out of the ecosystem, it can be detrimental not just for manatees, but for many different species, including our diversity, including the tourism destination that we serve Belize as. We need to start looking in long term. Stop thinking short term, because these species will go extinct in short term while we continue to think in that mind frame. We need to put better protection for this area. Specifically, the Belize River, I've been lobbying, trying to get protection for the area for a while. The area is not only an area for manatees, but that's actually the place that we get our water from. But there's no protection there. You can actually go and do whatever you want on the river.
The manatees are commonly spotted around Belize City, Gales Point, Placencia, Seine, Bight, Monkey River, and other coastal communities. Most manatee deaths have been recorded in the Belize district because there is a large population of the animal in the Belize River. Jamal Galvez says that they are lobbying for protection of this area.
Belize City is a hotspot for manatees in regards to incidents. The area has a lot of manatees, specifically around the river area, because manatees need fresh water. So they tend to congregate in these areas to try and take advantage of the freshwater source that is here. However, it's a heavily area traffic due to tourism activities and very little regulations in place and monitoring and patrols and enforcement lacking as well. So it's a lot of unregulated boating activities that results into manatees being hit by boats. Placencia continues to be a very critical area for manatees. It's specifically the Placencia Lagoon, which is not protected. That area is very, very important, not just for manatees, but for a lot of other species, including sport fish. It's a very important habitat.
To Galvez's disappointment, not many boaters are attending today's workshop, but he says that they've seen small gains through the awareness efforts over the years.
We've continued to emphasize, we've continued to advertise, bring awareness, we continue to ask that boat captains show up to these workshops because it's critical for them to get the information, because they're the ones driving the boat, so they're the ones that are breaching most of these regulations. And like you said, there's not a mandate in place, and we've continued to lobby the government, continue to lobby the necessary government departments to see if they can put something in place to make this happen, because we're going to continue every year having this workshop, and we're not going to make as much impact as we can make if we don't have the relevant individuals here. We're seeing some positive indication, very small steps in the right direction. We're not seeing as close to what I expect it would have been over the years. However, having the workshop every year kind of seems repetitive, but also it gives these guys a refresher. It refreshes them as I've seen their practices after the workshop. 6 months after the workshop, everybody's in compliance, and then the other 6 months, nobody's in compliance or limited people are in compliance. So it shows that it needs to be done.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.